have an idea, and I like it. Let's split California in two. Javier Becerra can be the governor of North California, and Steve Hilton can be the governor of South California. And whichever sector's doing better at the end of a year, we make that person the governor of the whole thing. Or we could actually just split this massive, failing, floundering, sinking state with way too many electoral votes right on down the middle, which would actually be easy. We have a geographic center marker already there in North Fork, Madera. See? Already on our way, team. Sound hard? Not really. Here's how we'll do it. Step 1, California agrees to the split through the state legislature and potentially a vote of the people, depending on how the proposal gets structured. But then California can't do it alone. Article 4 of the U.S. Constitution specifically says no new state can be created within an existing state without the consent of the state legislature and the consent of Congress. Well, Congress isn't doing much else, so go on and approve it. They pass legislation establishing the boundary lines and creating the 2 new states, and then POTUS signs that legislation. We are doing so well already. Then we just divide assets and obligations. Who gets the state debt? How are billions of dollars in infrastructure going to be divided? What happens to the UC and CSU systems? What happens to California's prison system, highways, public employees, and pensions? And perhaps the biggest issue of all, water. California's water system crosses regional boundaries, so the 2 new states would have to negotiate agreements over reservoirs, aqueducts, and water deliveries, much like other states negotiate interstate water compacts. Just cut the baby in half. And politically, well, I guess instead of 1 California government, you'd have 2 governors, 2 legislatures, 2 state Supreme Courts, and 2 sets of laws. And then instead of California having 2 U.S. senators, the 2 new states would have 4 senators total, 2 for each state. So constitutionally, the split is totally possible. You just need extraordinary political agreement between California lawmakers, California voters, Congress, and the president, and then years of negotiating the money, land, water, infrastructure, and laws. Seem hard? Let me tell you what's actually hard. Living in an epically failing state and listening to people actually legitimately consider voting for the same political leadership that's put us in this very situation. It's no wonder that nearly 10 million people have fled the state of California since we've had Dem leadership in charge. What do you guys think? You with me?